somebody recognizes you, before somebody hears what you are saying. We have tried in every way in order to raise awareness internationally, locally, for our voice to be heard. But the issue is, can we continue like this? When we talk, they kill us. Our leader was released, discharged, and acquitted by Nigeria Appeal Court, and immediately, which is abnormal, something that has not been done, according to our lawyer, Barrister Ejiofor, a stay of execution. That is, it means do not release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, despite, when they speak all this big grammar. That is simple thing. That stay of execution of order means don't respect the court order. That is what it means. Now, they officially told the DSS, do not obey the court order. That is what it means by a stay of execution. Because when you are hearing it, all these tautologies, grammatical tautologies, it confuses people, it makes people don't understand. That is an official way of telling the Nigerian police, the Nigerian secret police, don't release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are mandated despite the order. Don't release him. And you all know what happened yesterday. It was the Supreme Court, the so-called Apex Court in Nigeria. They agreed that yes, they wanted to kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The army, the Nigerian army, wanted to kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Is wrong. How do you say this type of thing? Oh, you simply qualify it is wrong. No head goes down, no arrest, no court pursuit of the Nigerian army officials or the hierarchy. No, simply it's wrong. So had it been he was killed, just it's wrong, it's finished. In a country. And they said the renditioning of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya is wrong. Whereas it is just like when you score goal, offside goal. Though now they will judge it, though the goal is wrong, is offside, but it's still goal, it has entered. Does it make any sense? These are the technicalities they are using in order to refer back Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to go back to the High Court, Nigeria court, to continue being tried. For what? You cannot say. Do you see what they are doing? Do you see what the pranks they are playing? We are happy that we have created awareness all over the world, and the world now knows. The world knows now that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a prisoner of conscience. So his life is secure. Now his release depends on our actions and inactions. That is the way I will say it. Our actions and inactions. We have used prayer, go for, do everything, and we can still now understand, because every situation should teach us something. We can still now understand that everything depends on man. In this world we are, everything depends on man, human being. That you are flying today from one country to other, from one continent to other, it depends on human being, not on any supreme spirit. That you are, you are doing anything today, going, entering, or enjoying a metro, enjoying different things on this world, it depends on a human being. Therefore, the situation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu depends on you and I, our collective effort, actions and inactions. This is not the time in order to raise emotions. No. Not to raise sentiments. No. That is why when I open the line today, please, if you are angry, do not talk with annoyance. If you're angry, do not call. We want cool-headed people that can reason, because when you are cool-headed, you reason. You speak with reason. You don't speak out of emotion. That is it. We know that sometimes emotions are uncontrollable, but it doesn't lead nowhere. Are you hearing what I'm saying? The release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu depends on our actions and inactions. You understand? Nigeria, they have done their worst. And let me tell you one thing. I have said it several times, repeating Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's words. You that is clamoring for this and that, let us do this, let us do that. Are you mentally fit for the job ahead? Are you mentally fit in order to, for the propaganda that is coming? Can you take their propaganda? Are you able? Are you able? It is a question that you have to answer by yourself. This abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from our midst revealed many things. That there are many of us, many of our people, they can be easily deceived. I say easily, very easy as ABC. It's not about your educational background. It's not about how rich you are, your social status. No. Generally, our people are easy to deceive. Very easy. If you understand me. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was off the scene temporarily. Immediately, people started promoting another person that is not even in our struggle to be in charge. What kind of people are these? Mazi Former said that our people are 15 minutes, but I think it's even high. Our people are not up to 5 minutes memory. I am telling you. They only want somebody they will be seeing, giving them that entertainment, raising their, pineal gland level, or is it emotional level, so that they will be, emotional. Immediately they remove their eye from that person, they forget everything. They need another pumping the following day. That is the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu continues morning, night, morning, evening, every blessed day, in order to wake dead bodies from stone cold death. And immediately he's out of the scene temporarily. Many people went back being dead, fell down and started being inside the mortuary. How can you, not that the person, somebody has been in the struggle, rose up, no, but so an alien, people start giving excuses. Oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say we should listen to him. Go and listen to him. Did he say let him be your leader? Is it only him that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talked about? He mentioned many people, and they don't complete the statement. Say if devil enter into you, we give you IPOB treatment. They don't complete that. Now, we have seen that Nigeria needs another thing in order to come back to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And our HOD said that 2024 will be a different ball game, because we saw it in the Nigerian government body language that they are not ready. They are not ready to leave Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They want to build cases on him. That is why They continue, Nigerian government continues sponsoring criminality in our land so that they will be using IPOB ESN name. Do you understand? Are you connecting now the dots? Do you now understand why Mazi Sanwo-Olu, every time he continued coming on a writing, shouting about criminality, that it's not part of IPOB? They use criminality to destroy Masob and put Masob where it is today. Today, what they are doing, the same thing, trying to impose an alien, their person on us as a leader. And all of them, all those agents in our midst are they are promoting it. But they don't understand that we IPOB, hardcore IPOB, that we are knowledgeable. If you understand, we cannot be pushed around. The best thing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did is to gather people from all over the world, Biafrans from all over the world, with different experiences, different knowledges, into one family. And now Nigeria is understanding it. Do you think that somebody that, a movement that Nigeria spent close to $1 billion so far, have spent almost $1 billion in order to destroy us. Now we are able to lay hands on our leader, the leader of that movement. Do you think that they can easily, just by like that, they leave him? Do you in your widest dream, you believe that? Do you know what is $1 billion? They are bribing countries. They are to destroy IPOB. And our leader is in their hand and they just leave him. Just like that. Unless he is compromised, they can now leave him to come and be in a queue. Like Wazirike doing a Biafra in the Nigeria way. Biafra in Nigeria. Wearing uniform, doing anniversary every year in order to remember Ojukwu, to remember the declaration of Biafra. No, wearing uniform, doing march past. And Hamza Mustafa and Ariwa Consultative Forum, we send delegates, to congratulate Biafra anniversary movement in Nigeria. That is what they want, to relegate IPOB to that. But little did they know that IPOB is more than they can think. Are you hearing me? Now they enter into the serious tactics of propaganda, trying to impose an alien on us. Oh, I saw a news. Let me just read the news. That news headline. Let me just read just the headline only. The headline. Where is it? Let me search for it. Some countries sponsoring Finland-based, but I don't want to call Ekperima, to destabilize Nigeria. Chief of Defense Staff Musa. All this is to, impose legitimacy. Do you understand that? Oh, only if our people will understand. But lo and behold, I have seen that most of our people, even the so-called intellectuals, they are not sophisticated in political thinking. That is why we are very. That is why we fell. Even in any political aspect, we fell. Honestly, we are not sophisticated in thinking, in political thought. We are not sophisticated. They deceive us anyhow. Now they will use all this propaganda to say, do you see? If I'm not causing harm, why would they be talking about me? Do you see? You don't understand what they are doing, and they are using it to deceive people. People that are simple-minded in thinking in their thoughts, not sophisticated, not people like us that are highly sophisticated in thinking, not like IPOB, hardcores that are sophisticated in thinking, in analysis. Do you know that? Now, we should rise up to the situation. It is not complaint. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said this is not the era of complaint. It's not time for complaint. We must rise up, both physically and mentally, in order to be above the situation, in order to be able to stand up to the situation, because duty calls. Not tomorrow when you hear something, you start turning around to, because I'm how to blame. How to blame each other. Oh, nah, bring this problem again to us. Wow, you see, no. We need to be mentally tough. You understand? That is it. As I said, our actions and inactions is what is going to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Force them to release him. That is cure ED. Cure ED. We have tried, we have done everything, tried every aspect. Our genuine elders have gone begged. How they have begged, they have tried their best. Our lawyers also the same thing. We have prayed. We have gone off, made the decree, gone off. We have, but now it bows down to human action. That is the thing. So, where are you in this human action? It will be a coordinated action. Your support is highly needed in this time. They want to completely destroy IPOB, but they don't understand that IPOB is rooted in very solid rock mountain, I should say. Not only one rock mountain. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told them that our IPOB is indestructible. It doesn't matter the system they use. It doesn't matter propaganda. It doesn't matter anyhow. Brutal force. It gives us more determination in order to pursue what we are doing, because there is no going back. We have no back. That is what they should understand. We have no back again to go to. No back. We continue. It is either Biafra or Biafra. Not even death, no. Because death cannot stop even Biafra. It is either Biafra or Biafra. No other option. We have no other option. Do you understand? So we must continue energetically in making sure that we are moving to that focus. And what is the focus? Restoration of Biafra. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the hands of the Nigerian government, and our actions and inactions, we force them to release him. That is it. Therefore, today, normally, I'm supposed to enter into religious discussions, but I'm not going to do that today. It will be next Saturday. I am going to talk about issues at hand. Do you understand? There is one headline that I want to talk about. One headline. It is, let me see. That headline, okay. It says Nigeria is a failing state, and if we don't act, the worst will happen. Ex-INEC chairman Atahiru Jega. Nigeria is a failing state, and if we don't act, the worst will happen. INEC ex-chairman Atahiru Jega. Let me read it a bit. This is what we have been hearing right from time immemorial. This is what we have been hearing and seeing. Nigeria is a failed state. Now, these people, they always pay lip service. They don't ask, they don't say, what is the solution? They don't prescribe the solution. Nigeria is a failing state, and if we don't act, the worst will happen. Okay. A former chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Professor Atahiru Jega, has warned that Nigeria is a failing state, and the leaders and citizens need to safeguard the system in order to prevent the worst from happening. What is the worst? Because that is the worst we want. Jega, who presided over the 2015 general elections, noted that Nigeria has a coagulated presidential system, which is not the best in the world, while calling on the leaders to reduce the cost of governance. Look at, he's entering into unnecessary details. Now, they know that Nigeria is a failed state, not even a failing state, a failed state, where the policemen, Nigerian military forces, the police that supposed to safeguard the citizens, they are the ones abducting, killing, robbing citizens, Nigerian citizens. I read one of the news. I read one of them day before yesterday here on this hallowed platform. How a Texas-based Yoruba man, a Texas University professor, passed from America, entered Ghana, from Ghana to Togo, Togo to Benin Republic, and everything went well for him. Trouble started when he entered Nigeria by road. The immigration, they robbed him. The Nigerian police, they wanted to kill him, to rob him. How do you refer this type of country? This is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been fighting, has been saying. That look, we need to, Nigeria is an artificial state, artificial country, joined together by a foreigner or by foreigners, by Britain. And they keep us there suffering. He said, the best thing a normal human being should do, as we claim to be, we look at the problems. We cannot coexist together as people because of our different incompatible value system. We cannot coexist. Now, the most sensible thing that a human being can do or should do, is it not to say, okay, foreigners came and joined us together. Now, if we continue in this unholy marriage, we will not advance as a people. Now, what do? Let us negotiate by ourselves. How, if we are going to stay together, let us decide by plebiscite. Let us ask ourselves, can we continue staying like this? If we decide not to, now we become good neighbors and continue advancing in our own pace. Is it a very big thing to ask? Is it not what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is championing? Is it not what he's saying? That they put him into jail because there are people, very few people, that are making money out of the miserability of Nigerians. Britain is number one. The Europeans, other European countries and other countries of the world are milking our land. Now, in collaboration with some people we call politicians in our land. Now, they are the people that Britain armed, give them support and arms to continue holding us under gunpoint in a country, first country. I have said it before, and let me repeat. Malaysia and Singapore They came together as one country in 1963, believing that when they are big, when they are huge, now it will be better for them. They will have big economy, you know. Now they decided to come together and become one country, a federalized, federated unit. But they found out that it is not how they thought that it was going. The reality is different. Because for you to advance as a people, you must first of all be organized. And for you to be organized, you have to have a common value that will be the bedrock of your organization. That they found out that they didn't have it. The Malaysians, they have different value system. The Singaporeans, they have different value system, and it is incompatible. When they are talking about organization, they say, this one say no, this one is drawing to his side, the other one is drawing to his side. They saw that it is bringing bloodshed. They end up every time killing themselves. Political turmoil every time. Instead of no bedrock of that organization, because their value system were incompatible to each other. And what happened? Malaysian government said no. This union or they sacked Singapore. They say, I beg, we don't want again. Go and be for a different country as you were, please. So that we cannot continue killing ourselves, otherwise we will not advance. Singapore being a tiny space, they took it as a challenge and became a country by force. And now they started building their country in their own. They were organized already, so they are not having problem of value system. In order to know, they have a common value. That is their system. So it's their organic system of life. So they didn't have any problem of that organization. You understand? Unlike when they were together with Malaysia. This is exactly what is happening in Nigeria. Some people like the caliphate, they want to impose that feudal system, that their system on everybody. But we Biafrans, we are Republicans in nature. When we talk about it's not what we learn from others. No, it is our nature as Republicans, Democrats, true Democrats. That is the way we are being born. That is the way we are created. That is our nomenclature, our DNA, deoxyribonucleic acid nomenclature, our chromosomes. That is how we are being made. So you cannot change us. In Nigeria, they want to recreate us, and it is bringing problem. Once we rise up to challenge, the status quo, because that is our life. It is who we are. We didn't learn it. We are born with it. Now, the other people that are rankadede, feudal in nature, anything they are told, they bow down. They start seeing us as bad people. Do you see the thing? In Nigeria, now it becomes a clash of cultural and traditional clash. And the country cannot move together. It cannot go, it cannot advance. That is what is bringing the failure. We believe in hustling, in working hard, earning a living. The caliphate, they believe, they don't believe in that. They believe in their hierarchy. Their emirs are rich, their alhajis should be rich, feeding the population. Every morning, Almajiris will line up in Alhaji's place, and they will be given tea and a small bread each. And anything Alhaji said is the word of God. But in our own land, our life is not like that. Now, the caliphate, they believe that as long as you are, a cobbler, a shoe shiner, not a cobbler, a shoe shiner. That you continue doing that shoe shiner till you die. Your children will continue in that level. They will know you, call you, name you Alhaji Musa, not Alhaji, Musa the shoe shiner. You come from the generation of shoe shining. You continue being that poor. That poverty will continue following you. But we don't believe that. We believe that we can change, we can better, we change. Your children will be better than you. Do you see the value, the difference in compatibility of our value system? That is the bedrock of the problems in Nigeria. And they don't want to say it. Now, when we rise up as it's our nature, we question, the political elites. We rise up and question and challenge the leadership, political leadership, because it's our culture. In our place, one person does not have authority over everybody. You have to go with the masses. You have to go with the people. But all these things it cannot happen. It cannot happen in the Nigeria setting, and it is our worry. And all these things made them. They call us that we are rebellious. They made sure that every policy, Nigerian policy, is anti-Igbo policy. Don't build anything. No seaports will be in our land. No international airport will be in our land. We continue suffering because they see us as rebellious. But it is our culture. It is our tradition. In order to rise up to ask for better life, in order to make policies, to force those in the leadership to make policies that are pro-people policies, not anti-people policies, not to command, not to be, we are not feudal in nature. They don't want to understand it. This is our life. They are toying with. Nigeria wants to recreate us. Do you see the evil we are in Nigeria? And this man is here telling you Nigeria will be a failed state. It's going to be a failed. Nigeria is a failed state. Because there is no way you can recreate the people to the taste of the way the people want to be. A different people, a race, a nation, a conglomerate made of different nations of Biafran nations. You want to recreate us to the type of people you want us to be, so that we become zombies for Britain. No, it cannot happen. Instead, everybody will go down. It cannot happen. So when you hear them saying that, look, Nigeria is a failing state, it's a failed state. They know the problem. Look at other news. Suspected terrorists kill community head in Taraba State. In Taraba State during invasion. Okay, terror in Taraba. You see different news headlines about life, no security anywhere. Terrorist activities in the north, in west, it is not okay. Death toll rises to 7 in Ikere-Ekiti bank robbery as relations besiege a hospital. In Ikere-Ekiti bank robbery. This is not the first time. All this bank robbery, they go there. So the other time it was in the Middle Belt, whether in Jos or in Benue. Even another time is also in Ogun or Ondo. Heavy armed robbery. Terrorists, they are attacking. Now, you ask, is it, if it's in our land, they will say it's ESN. They will pin it to IPOB, ESN. And you see, but here, all these problems everywhere, here and there, is the people that are suffering, people that are dying. Electoral body, another news headline. Electoral body, INEC moves Kogi governorship election material to Abuja after series of series of attack in election, which if you are holding election, presidential election, the highest elections in any other country, you don't even know that. No person will know that elections are being held. But in Nigeria, it's a war. And you are telling me that Nigeria is not failed state? And look at what this man, all these scammers, Pastor Adebayo say. Sometimes we think there will be no more Nigeria, but it keeps standing. Do you see? Do you see why we will not stop talking about religion? Do you see that? Do you know this? The pronouncement of this man. Do you know what it's doing in the lives of people that are listening? Millions of people that are listening to him. Let me read it a bit. Nigeria popular cleric and general overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, Pastor Enoch Adeboye, has said that he believes Nigeria still has a great failure. Do you see? A great future. Do you see why I always say that we should be now unbelievers? I'm number one. Adam the one unbeliever. You know, in our pantheon, in Igbo cosmology, we know we don't believe. We don't believe in God. We know God. Ask me why. Can you ask me why or how? We know God because Chukwu Okike. Let me call it. We know Chukwu Okike. Chukwu Okike. Because the air we are breathing is everywhere. Oxygen we are breathing is everywhere. The sun that is shining, producing food for, is everywhere. It's shining for everybody. The land that we are standing is everywhere. And the water everywhere. So all this, the organization of all these things made us to know, not to believe, made us to know that there is, the architect of this. That non-comprehensibility of us to understand the person that did it, we call it is Chuku. That is the knowledge. You understand? Until it will be proven otherwise. That's it. So it is not belief. It is knowledge. That is why I go for Afonko Ori. The fire. Fire. Land and water. That is what Afo Nkwo Eke Ori means. Do you know that? Eke means fire. Ori means water. Afo means land. That is Mother Earth. Earth, land. Nkwo means air. You understand? So if you are Mweke, you are Nweke, or son of fire. You understand? So we see all these things and saw how things are arranged. Now we know that there is an architect that did this. It's knowledge, not believing. Not telling us one type of story. There is one time, one God, he born a child. And that, how all these are cock and bull stories. In knowledge, it should be regarded as cock and bull stories. That system, all those stories, this and that, and God created man, and say, why should you don't eat of this fruit? Have a knowledge, which means God wants everybody to be zombie. Is that what you are telling me? Okay, maybe it's their own God. Their own God. He gave punishment to man for seeking for knowledge. They ate the fruit that made them to be wise, to understand that, oh, they are naked. Why should you seek knowledge? That is their own God. It's against knowledge. Do you, all these stories, do you join it together and just look at things? Does it even join together at all? Oh, God start punishing everybody for seeking for knowledge. No. God created human being with a brain that is able to create a shuttle that can be sent into another planet with brain. Now, but they say no, you should not have brain. Be naked and just be eating fruits and be behaving like a zombie. That is what religion have done. It wants us to be behaving like a zombie. Anything you believe, blessed are those that believe. that did not see but believe. Thomas that wants to know. They lay a curse. They say, no, now blessed if you don't see, you believe. All these are things to put together in order to keep us down so that we don't seek for knowledge. Because our culture, our organic value is of knowledge. Knowledge. We seek to know. We know. We should know something. Anything we don't know does not, for us, it does not exist until we know it. Do you understand me? That is our culture. But they brought religion. Religion now belief. They tell you cock and bull story. Akoko say believe it. It is like that. Believe. It's like that. This man now, Adebayo, is talking about that Nigeria will keep standing. These are the people that are eating. How many of his private jets? Ask him, do they charge him? Because why wouldn't Nigeria continue standing for him? Why don't? Because do you know what he's making in Nigeria? Do you know? He's not they don't tax him. The Nigerian government they don't tax him. He doesn't pay no tax. So the whole money is coming from people is 100% his. So why didn't Nigeria continue standing? He continued promising people a better place that does not exist. You believe because you believe. This is not time for belief. This is time for knowledge. Do you understand? It is time, the era of awakening of knowledge. These people, they will make you continue believing until you die. And you will not become productive as a people. He wants Nigeria to continue standing so that he can be, he will not be, no tax for parking tax for his private jets. As a pastor, anywhere he go, people bow down for him. They bow down for him as a God. So why wouldn't Nigeria continue standing? Why? You don't want a place whereby people become awakened and start working, believing, holding government responsible instead of holding his so-called God responsible for their misery. Do you see? He say it and people say amen and they continue praying. After praying, now they are over. They become satisfied that their problems are over. They go back and continue facing their problem, living in abject penury with happiness. It's a program. These are the agents that are being used. Do you understand? In order to continue programming the people. Why can't he like Nigeria to keep standing where there is no security? Everywhere is chaos. Problems everywhere. The life does not matter in Nigeria. Life is nothing in Nigeria. Life is nothing in Nigeria. It means nothing. They saw a corpse, a murdered human being in a place in Imo State, in a bush. And the community gathered inside and called the police. That look, see, come and take, call. This is what we see in the bush. Nigerian police started telling them on phone that they should bring ambulance to take the corpse and pay the sum of 60,000 naira. It's a mandatory. Give before the police can come. Otherwise, if they don't fulfill all these requirements, now police will come and raid the whole village and put on them that it is them that killed that person. Do you see where else can you see this kind of thing happening? But they want it to continue happening so that now people will be coming to their churches to be praying for security. That it's God that gives security. Any other place that you rise up and say that God gives security in a country, you could be arrested. Now, what is the function of the government? What is the function of the government? But people now have been programmed to believe and to be like this, to believe that this is normalcy. You wake up, you pray, or you go to Dibia. Dibia will give you charms in order for your protection. And you believe that you believe it is normal. Yeah, because the government is not working. There's no functional government. And these people, they want that country to continue being like that. This is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, this is the reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still inside the jail, inside the DSS torturing chamber today. In order to fight all these demons, to fight darkness, to make sure that darkness clears so that people will see, so that people will understand that, look, the government is the God you are seeing. That God in Akpo, is the government of your country. Because they are the ones to provide you with security. They are the ones, Adebayo, ask Adebayo if he goes to America, if he travels to America. Does he hire a retinue of military to protect him? Do he hire go on a bulletproof car? These are commonsensical questions you ask them. But in Nigeria, no. He is protected by a retinue of mobile police, soldiers, all going on bulletproof cars, all of them. Why? Why? Because Nigeria is a failed state. Nigeria is not working. Nigeria is not working. If it's working, they will be moving freely. The people you call your politicians, they will be moving freely even without bodyguards, or with a very minimum bodyguards. They'll be moving freely without no problem. Because why would they be having, if they are serving the people, if everything is going well, why would they be hiring protection? But they are not there to serve the people. Look at, is it the governor of Ondo State, Chinedu? One news I read the other time. It says he's no more. He's unconscious, lying unconscious. Why is a governor? People are forging his signature to commit looting everywhere. In Nigeria, is it Ondo State? Governor Chinedu that have been sick. He went to oversee treatment for over 3 months. Came back still lying in states as a vegetable. He don't even know. He cannot speak. He cannot open mouth. He doesn't. Whether he's dead, they just use machine to keep him alive. But he's still a governor. He cannot resign because the people around him, they are having their heyday, looting. That is the country you want us to be, and the citizens are there. No person can talk. If they talk, the military, they will send the military and come and kill everybody. That is the country you want us to continue being. This is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting against. And that is why he is there. You understand? It's very, very big pity. But we are going. Because Nigeria is never for us. Biafra, we are going. There is nothing that can make us to turn back. The news in Nigeria, every time you turn to Nigerian news, people are kidnapped, people are killed, people are massacred. Terrorists in Fulani terrorists in Katsina, in Sokoto, they're on the rampage. They are, wiping villages away, taking over ancestral lands of the indigenous community, changing the landscape, changing the demography. And you say that Nigeria should continue like this? That is what is happening. The politicians, the clergymen in Nigeria, all of them, they are scammers. Otherwise, they will go to the root cause of Nigeria and say, look, the problem we are having is the incompatibility of our values. So let us agree to disagree. Let us go our different ways, balkanize. After all, it's a human being that created Nigeria. Why should it be, inseparable? Why? Why? It's not natural. Anything that is not natural has the expiring date. And Nigeria expired on 31st of December 2013. Nigeria expired 31st of December 2013. From 21st of January 2014. I think, yes, from 1st of January 2014, Nigeria started living on borrowed time. But because of what the people individual interests of people, with the help of complete backing of Europe and America, Britain in particular, they are forcing us to live under gunpoint. Do you see it? Oh, no, continue. It will be okay. Though your democracy still remain, no. Your election is fraudulent, but it's manageable because you are low animals, so you continue like that. It is very, very pathetic, honestly speaking. And that is the reason why, as somebody wrote, he said, there is something I saw, right of December 15. Is France plotting a comeback? He's a guest writer in a magazine, Eagle online magazine. Let me read it a bit. Okay, the fragility of states and the types of sanctions heaped on most of the countries could lead to new French-sponsored coups in the states. When you research further about what is happening in these states, especially in Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger, Guinea-Conakry, you will find some shocking underground operations by the French foreign policy makers on Africa. In my research, I came across this passage and the words of the French former economic minister, Thierry Breton, who said, "It is the imbecility of Emmanuel Macron that opened the eyes of Africans." Are you listening? We are the Amugus now. One thing is for sure, that if France loses its colonies in Africa, our children, and is a French minister talking. He said one thing is for sure, that if France loses its colonies, African colonies, our children and grandchildren will go to Africa to search for their livelihoods. Immigration will change direction. Are you hearing it? Macron needs to go. That's why the French minister is an opposition. He said Macron because his actions opened the eyes of Africans. And now they are opening eyes. Do you see? Now, what is if not, France will suffer. Europe needs to unite to fight this new African vision. If one of the heads of the coups fell, the others will abandon the vision. Africa does not have a history, so Africa can't manage the world. That is the word of French minister. That Africa, the policy of Africa does not have history. Should continue. They continue bombarding it. That the history of Africa starts with that Europe brought civilization in Africa. They brought that thing. You are being programmed to continue the rhetorics you are defending. You know it's a program that is being put on your head. And you continue. Oh, our ancestors didn't do anything. I saw somebody on social media, very idiotic, foolish person, insulting our ancestors, African ancestors. That, oh, they didn't build the car. And so why Europeans build? I say, look, what type of human beings are these? What type of human beings? Our ancestors that gave us the name you are answering is the ancestors' name. The land you are living, they defended is because of them you are living in the same land. The food we are eating, the same thing. You are proud to answer Igbo man, a job person, because of our ancestors. Now, what they discovered, what they built, the technology they built this generation, we don't even care to develop it. And you are busy in rhetorics. Hey, Iberibe warrior, it's a program. You see how the Frenchmen, you say that Europe should continue in this fight, that to continue pushing to make Africans understand that they don't have a history. Africa does not have a history. The Europeans that brought everything, including God, to them, because Africans do not, they are savages. That is the program they put in our heads, and the people continue defending this program. It's very sad indeed, honestly. It's very sad. That is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting. For us to start thinking, reasoning critically, reasoning like human beings. That is the first of his assignment, to make us reason like a human being. Because when you reason like a human being, now you start building a viable society. As one of our brothers said, a people is as intelligent as their environment. There is no electricity in Nigeria. Is the level of intelligence of Nigerians. That you have bad roads everywhere, open gutter sewage system everywhere. It is, it is the level of the intelligence of the people that are living there. If if you bring, for example, you bring Germans, in empty one state, empty as or a city, empty Onitsha of the whole inhabitants, carry Onitsha people, the whole people living in Onitsha, take them to, for example, a city in Germany, in Koblenz, for example. Now take people in Koblenz, bring them down to Onitsha. Now say, oh yeah, continue. This is your land now. People in Onitsha, that we are living in Onitsha. This is your place. Before you know, before 10 years, that is beautiful city of Koblenz in Germany. They will turn it into the same way on it. They build it like Onitsha, because it's the level of their intelligence. Houses will be scattered everywhere. No planning. It is the level of their intelligence. They will start destroying what they saw there and start saying, now, people will start eating, throwing garbage inside the gutter. It will be blocking the sewage system, because that is the level of the intelligence. Before you know, they will turn that beautiful city, German city of Koblenz, where they are now, they will turn it to look like the Onitsha they are coming from. And before you know, the Germans that came out from Koblenz, they will turn Onitsha into the Koblenz they are, because it's the level of their intelligence. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying. That is true. You understand me? A people is as intelligent as the environment. When you look at how environment looks, that is how intelligent the people are. That is the level of their intelligence. Otherwise, if the people are more intelligent than the environment are supposed to be, now they will rise up and fight so that they will get a better an environment that is, that is to the level of the intelligence. I don't know whether people understand what I'm saying. Because it's a group of people. People will rise up. Do you see the news I read about the man that came from Texas, that the police wanted to kidnap and maybe kill him and collect all his things? The people around there that protected him, the Igbo youths, Igbo boys in my two that protected him, their intelligence is that they don't like, they hate injustice. That is their intelligence. That is why they were able to defend that man with their blood. So it is their collective intelligence that drove them to do that, to behave that way. Otherwise, they would have said, I beg, police, anyone wanna get, man wanna give us share, please. Man wanna carry the bag and kill him. You understand? But their intelligence, their awareness, that activated them. That intelligence. It activated, it prompted them into action to the extent that they are ready to lose their life in order to act to their intelligence. The same way, if Nigerians are intelligent, their level of intelligence is high, they will rise up and at least clamor, even if it means staging any type of violence or protest, any type, to demand for electricity. But their intelligence is so low, collectively, so low that everybody is saying, now go and look for money so that you can at least buy I pass my neighbor. That is their level of intelligence. If you bring some Europeans to live in that place as a people, now they will work hard to make sure that all of them, they will have central electricity, because their intelligence is like that. They cannot be saying, oh, this person is rich, he will have a light, he have a more solar power, or you build his own light, electric supply, and others will be no. Their intelligence will tell them, no, all of us need this good thing, so we must work as a people in order to achieve this. That is intelligence, and that is the level of intelligence we are trying to imbibe in us as Biafrans. You understand me? So that when Biafra is restored, it will no more be like a diesel engine. This machine engine working before. No, it will be automatic, because everybody, most of the people will be thinking the same way. You understand? The intelligence will be high, so the expectation will be, okay, let us build a country. No more, no, Kamga boutique. Let me go and carry my own thing. Let me steal, loot public fund in order to be more richer than others. No, you do it. The intelligence of the people, the people's intelligence will make them to, get you. When they get you, they put you into, they charge you, and you'll be sentenced to death, because everybody will abhor that looting. That is a level of intelligence. But in Nigeria, looting, the level of their intelligence means that once you loot, you come out and, as a politician, you showcase your looted funds. They see the type of car you are riding, your mansion. Now, being lower in intelligence will make them start tapping your blessing. Now, hey, I want to go and loot like him. And he will be praying to his God to make him be like this person, to go into public service, to loot. Is a level of intelligence. And that is why the white people, the Caucasians, they regard the black people as very low in intelligence. This thing I'm telling you, it is psychological. It is their philosophy. They say, after all, these people, they are not intelligent. They are not upgraded in intelligence like us. They praise looters. You go to comment section, a looter that's supposed to be nailed, that's supposed to be hanged, they are praising him, shouting that, oh, I tap your blessing in Jesus' name. Oh, this man, how can I be like this man? They want to be like you to loot, because they have not come to that level of IQ, that intelligence, that warrants them to understand that, look, what this person is doing is making every other person to suffer. His actions is causing miserability to others. It's a type of intelligence. You understand? So all this, we are trying to make our people to understand all this so that we be upgraded. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is suffering because his intelligence is so high that others, they cannot, they saw him as a, somebody that is trying to spoil food, spoil something for them, because they are lower life. Do you understand? Somebody that is trying to, have you seen, maybe, can you go in the midst of crocodiles? You go in, no matter you are feeding them, every morning you bring pieces of meat and throw to the crocodiles. Maybe you are training or you are raising up. Any day you venture inside there and they are hungry, they will eat you. They will devour you. Why? Because their level of intelligence is so low to understand that you are the source of their food. So when they see you now, as they are hungry, they will see you as food. Instead of thinking that, oh, without this man, we cannot have food, though. They don't have that understanding. So that is what is happening in Nigeria. When we are preaching to them that, look, our problem is our incompatibility in value system. They see us as we are evil because their level of understanding and intelligence is not high enough to understand, to catch up what we are saying. We want to go back to the root cause of our problems. But they will come and play lip service like Tahiru Jega. Oh, Nigeria is failing until we do something. Pastor Adebayo will say, no, I see Nigeria, you will encourage the sheep that are following him. Millions of sheep following him, that Nigeria will keep standing so that he will keep milking. He will keep receiving his own share of national cake according to Obasanjo. Until he dies. If he dies, maybe his son will take over. He has died, no more. And the sheep will continue mumuing. Do you understand? This is the time of waking up. Are you hearing me? This is the time of waking up. Nothing more, nothing less. The problems in Nigeria is infixable. You cannot solve it. No person can solve it. Until Nigeria is balkanized, that is where we stand for. That is where we stand. I will open the line very quick today so that people will what you want to say. I put it today to be like that. But I don't want people to speak with annoyance, please. Because when you speak with annoyance, you become uncoordinated. Your brain neurons will now lose control. That is it. Speak. If you are annoyed or so angry and mad, please don't call. I beg you. Please don't call. That is why I will go into a few minutes break. And when I come back, I will open the lines so that people will start calling in. Please. Therefore, do not go away. I will be right back. I want to assure you that it will be a different ballgame. I am telling you. It will be a different ballgame. Therefore, do not go away. I'll be right back.
My mother, my father, oh, my mother, my father, oh, Akulu bazuroke, iyeri le duroke o. My mother, father, oh, my mother, my father,
ESA, protect Biafran land. This is a third anniversary speech from the Eastern Security Network, ESN Southern Command. Biafrans and lovers of freedom, as we celebrate in this month of December, the third anniversary for the establishment of Eastern Security Network, an indigenous security outfit founded by Biafran leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB. Our mission is to protect the southern eastern region of the contraption called Nigeria. Our message is very clear, and this message goes to the Fulani herdsmen and Mieti Allah sponsors parading around Abia, Akwa Ibom, and Iguacha Aziz, especially in Lobanta area. The crimes of these Fulani herdsmen has taken a new stage. They now involve in highway robbery, kidnapping of commuters along Enugu to Aba Expressway, and Lobanta is their main hideout in committing this crime. ESN shall execute the necessary plans to make sure the Fulani herdsmen parading in those houses are dislodged completely. Also, we are sending this clear warning to the SWAT police squad in Abia State. You criminal security outfit are seriously engaged in illegal abductions and disappearance of many innocent Biafrans and IPOB members in the streets of Aba and its environs. You criminal security outfit shall meet your water loom soonest, unless you desist in killings and disappearance of Biafrans in Aba and its environs. Furthermore, the illegal extortion, harassment, killings of innocent commuters at numerous police and military checking points in Biafran land must stop. Again, the profiling of innocent youth at police and military checking points must stop, because many youth have been extrajudiciously killed and disappeared, especially youth with tribal marks or traditional marks on their body. Finally, Nigerian government should release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, all those Biafrans and IPOB members illegally abducted and kidnapped by Nigerian DSS, army and police. We shall never retreat nor surrender until our people are fully free and protected from the hands of the murderous Nigerian government and security agencies. Biafrans, it is not only acceptable that we must protect ourselves, families, and territories. It's mandatory, and we are here to serve the people of Biafra. ESN! 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 Protect!
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra House of Service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from Olu province of Biafra land, and we are here live and direct. Today is the 16th day of December 2023. That's about Bochafo. Our lines are now open, as I said. Please, if you call, make sure not to be mad or emotional. We all understand. we speak cool-headedly, please. When you we must force them to do our bidding. This is IPOB. Our lines are now open. Our direct line is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. I have callers already lining up. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Welcome to the program. Caller on WhatsApp.
Good evening.
Mazi, please go.
Good evening. My name is Mazi Obunna. I'm calling from Ground Zero, Biafra land. Mazi, the truth is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra will not be achieved if we don't do something extraordinary, because the people we are talking to are mad dogs. They don't listen to reason. So, and the hands holding Africa down are so great that you have to, it's just like you have to be the last one child that somebody that will not agree for you to break free and be free. So, coupled with the majority of the population are unintelligent, as you explained in your program. And if you look at our society, that is exactly what plays out. But to me, one of the first strategy we need to adopt is how to remove all their agents in our land, the military, the police, and all their illegal checking points all over our lands, and also the agent provocateurs and his gangs that are causing mayhem, and also the ones sponsored by governors, especially Imo State Governor. Now that also Enugu State Governor have shown us who he is now, that he will cause problem again. So all these are the strategy I think we should adopt. But ours on ground is to follow whatever the DOS decides. We are here. Ayekwechigo, na Ayekwechigo. We must get Biafra. All here Biafra.
All must hear Biafra. There were Mazi. There were. Your suggestion is noted. What is going on in our land, our people, many of our people have been corrupted and compromised. That is the reality. But we must continue. Let me see. We must continue in this quest. You know, our people, when we talk about agents, it's not only people in the high places. Do you remember what our barrister, our lawyer said, Barrister Ejiofo? He said that, he mentioned what the people that are, because they have problem with it, just minor quarrel with their neighbor. They will go to invite Nigerian military or police, go and report him that this person, lie to the person, that this person is ESN, to come and kill him. So that just for minor thing that can be, you know, just people can get quarrel, but they will take it extreme. This mentality, I want people to also comment on it. How do we eradicate this type of mentality? Are you going to kill everybody? That you know, is agent, is a this and that, you know, is a. How many people check around you? How many people have this type of mentality? Once there is a slight quarrel, they will take it to the extreme of even bringing in Nigerian military in order to come and kill their own brother or sister. How do we, I want people to also talk about how do we eradicate this type of mentality in our land? Because it's not only talking about people in high places like Ozodema, like other other politicians. What about those that are being committed by in every day in our land, pointing hand? The person is pointing hand. When you check, there is nothing. It's just because he had a little quarrel with him. Caller on, please unmute yourself. Caller on WhatsApp. Unmute yourself, please, and go on, please.
Yeah.
There, Mazi. Welcome to the program.
Hello, Mazi. Am I coming out?
Mazi, you are coming out clear. Please go on. Go on.
Thank you very much, Mazi Nwachineke. I salute you, your courage and the lecture you have given to us this very evening. My name is Mazi Emmanuel. I'm calling from Paris. By the special grace of Chukwu Okike Abiyama, I am serving indigenous people of Biafra in the capacity of Paris National PRO and Paris France National PRO and Paris Zonal Coordinator. Mazi, I want to appreciate the courage of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I want to also appreciate the leadership of this very movement in the person, the whole DOS and in the person of Mazi Chike Doziem and all Biafrans around the world. I want to salute your courage. I want to salute your commitment. I want to salute your doggedness. The battle is getting interesting. We know that the enemy can never leave us alone. We know that the battle will be tough. Our leader have taught us all these things. And we, through what we are seeing the evil mindset of the people surrounding us, the wolves, the destroyers, the evildoers who are surrounding us. But Mazi, where it pains me is that the people who are supposed to understand better, the people who are supposed to know better, they are busy playing with their so-called oppressors, collecting bribes, collecting money, thinking that they are doing to IPOB. But they do not know that as a atụrụ na-anyụri ọdụ ya, ọtị na ọ na-emebute ochemu nwere onye ọ na-emebute. The people, Biafran people, especially that very eastern region, they are busy thinking that when they can beg them their way out of the caliphate, but not knowing that the caliphate and the Western power are busy trying to recreate us in that very circle called Nigeria. Mazi, as you just rightly said it, these people, for more than 100 years, Britain have started their experiment in Nigeria. They have started that experiment through the Eastern region, where we see today as an occupied territory, where they are making and stealing whatever they can lay their hand upon. British government and the America and the European governments. I want to say something here. As you we are on the ground already. We fear nothing anymore. We have nothing to lose. But you people who has been from over more than 800 years, a land where you people has been stealing for more than 800 years, it haven't come to you people to say, no, we have to, allow these people to breathe, to reorganize themselves. But no, because their hearts has been already. These people will end up with Nigeria. Some of these nations we are calling today, they will end up with Nigeria, because this Nigeria they have created a monster who will consume not only Africa, but even them too. So the pains to me, Mazi, is that because our people don't understand the kind of conspiracy over us. They don't understand. And it gives me concern. What our leader is fighting today is beyond what we are seeing. Is beyond that. If our leader want to come out just today, he know what to do. He will do that and come out. Then becomes, freedom fighting, ceremonial freedom fighter. But that is not what he wants. He knows what he wants. And the Nigeria understood, Britain understood what our leader wants. And they are dodging to do that. That is the reason why you see our leader remains where they are, where he is today. Our leader did not commit any crime. If you ask Britain or ask America, what did Nnamdi Kanu committed? What is the crime of Nnamdi Kanu? They cannot tell. But what Nnamdi Kanu is asking is still the same thing that Boris Johnson asked. He requested for British Brexit from European Union, and it was granted to them. So you ask yourself, why are they ignoring us? Why are they using Nigeria to be killing Biafrans? Why are they using Nigeria? Because, Mazi, we are calling Nigeria, calling Fulanis, but the real people that is championing all these things are not them. These people are just being used by the Western powers to be committing all these things, ignoring us, baffling us, talking down on us, letting us know that we are still slaves. We don't matter. But Mazi, now anything that we do now, I don't think there will be anybody that we lay or open their gutter mouth to blame IPOB anymore. We have done our part, that peaceful way. We don't advocate for anything. We don't say that we are going to do this or do that. But what we say, we are not going to allow the Fulanis to take over our land. We can never allow that. And we are here. We are here. Instead of that, all of us, they should just kukuma pack all of us and either kill all of us or put all of us in the prison, so that they will now go and they, take over our land and they start making oil forever.
And they can.
We have come.
Of course.
So, Mazi, what we are doing, I want all of you to continue your good work. We are standing by. We are not going nowhere. We have even no back to go. There is no back to go. So we have come out. There is nowhere we are going. Thank you very much, Mazi Jonathan. Shall be well with all of you in this very holy platform. Mazi. Thank you very much.
We have no back to go. We are, like our brother said, that if they let them cuckoo come and kill every one of us, but it's impossible. A whole nuclear weapon landed in Hiroshima. Hiroshima was about 400 and something thousand in population that time. The bomb cannot kill all of them. He killed 100 and something thousand, almost 200,000. People survived. There's no way. It's impossible for you to come and to kill everybody. It's practically impossible. It doesn't, even with the nuclear weapon. Throw nuclear weapon in Biafra land, how many people will survive? And we continue. Caller on WhatsApp. People not calling on Signal. People should also be calling on Signal because people are mostly calling on WhatsApp. I don't know why. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Please go on.
Yes, I can hear you. Are you talking to me, Mazi Jonathan?
You are calling on WhatsApp, aren't you? Yes, of course, it's you. There, Mazi, go on.
Okay, good evening, Mazi Jonathan. Good evening, sir. Good evening, our professor. And good evening to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Good evening to Chika, Edozem, China, Samuru, all the doors, all of them, wherever they are, all Biafrans, ESN. I thank you all. My name is Ebo Chukwuemeka. I live in South Africa. But I came back to Zoo. And I'm here and I saw what happened. Maz, you know that we are in big trouble in Nigeria. I went to the Lagos. I was going, it's like I'm investigating how things are working in Nigeria, in this Lagos. So I went to streets and markets, saw how people are suffering. I saw how expensive things are. People cannot even afford any food. Small fish is about 3,000 naira. Someone who has 10,000 naira and bought a small fish for 3,000, small meat for 5,000, and then the other 5,000 obono, small cup of obono is about 1,005. The other one is finished. He can't even make a pot of soup for a family to eat a day. And then this is what's happening. And there is another thing I found out is that those Fulanis that are selling food, are selling those things, those cola nut and the many things. What they do is that they hire their price. It's like they were set to extort Nigerians. It's not because it's like they were set purposely to extort Nigerians. I want to buy something in the market, cola nut. So I came to one of the Igbo woman's shop. I asked her, please, do you have cola nut? She said no. And there was someone behind me, Fulani man. He said, yes, cola nut, I have cola nut. Then I said to him, okay, how much? He said 200. I just left him and I went off, went to another place. I met another lady. She gave me only 6 cola nuts, 500. For this man, we are charging 1 or 200 to make 1,000 plus out of 5 cola nuts is 1,000 cola nuts, bitter cola, 1,000. See, they were sent to extort Nigerians. So, as our China Samuru have said, I think what we should do, there are things that we cannot stay on the air. That we have seen what Nigeria is going, what have done. They have done their worst, waiting for us to do what we are saying we are going to do. But I know that we are going to do. We should stop doing emotion. There is no way that Nigerian government will allow Nnamdi Kanu to go. We know that when they allow Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to go, number one, Nigeria is going to divide. They are going to lose the money they are looting in Nigeria. Britain is going to lose the billions of dollars they are looting, they are taking from Nigeria. And their allies, everything they are taking from Nigeria, they are going to lose it. So if we are expecting them to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu just like that, you know that we are not ready to get our freedom. We don't even know what we are fighting for. This is somebody. Another thing I want to say is that we mustn't equal now Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as Sunday Igboho. They are not the same. Sunday Igboho can sign agreement to Nigerian government. Meanwhile, his brother is in power. They can release him easily. But we know very, very well what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stands for. That if we don't get freedom, our own is gone. So we cannot compare Igboho and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Far from that. he can compromise, but we cannot compromise. And we must not expect Nigeria just just like that. We must buckle up, see how we're going to defend our land, better land, air and sea. We must defend it. We must defend it to get Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out. This is what I want to say. Thank you so much, Mazi. May God bless you. Thank you.
There were Mazi. There were. Caller on. Wait. What's up? Please hold on. Let me see whether I can pick this caller on direct line. Caller on direct line, please. You're on board. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Biafrans all over the world will go to Canada and Israel. And all of us have seen what happened in Supreme Court yesterday. What happens to it's completely pointless. Biafrans, if you are not ready and prepared to be free, then perish. Because there then Nnamdi Kanu is more than formidable. That's why we are very peaceful. Giving the word warning. That Nnamdi Kanu, United Nations, American government, all the nations, including Tinubu, terrorist Nigerian president. You see our leader, President Nnamdi Kanu, demonstration, and you get away. That perish with the Supreme Court nonsense. We are waiting for you. Brother Jonathan, I would have been again. We are in the highest court on this earth. 2023, God was the 19th. Them call them you see all these governors, all these leaders in Biafra land. How can I bear witness? If the Supreme Court to give your people chance to the leader, tell your people are not competent to be our leader. Go back. We are warning your people. The last 25th December, we are challenging the river federal government of Nigeria. Our leader have no case with you. Come and get away. You want to take our land, they are killing our people. Is it not the option? Joe Biden is not the option of Nigeria. I just the genocide, we see them replaced. They are afraid. They are calling natural infertility. Because you want my people to be in your country, be slave and abandon here. Why you can't take it? Then the thing can do the mail. Oh, that's not a rule. We're saying in Supreme Court. The only hope of a common man on this planet Earth. Not this kind of a thing cannot happen. Even except this Nigeria. And my brother will go in London. You see your heart. People make us so normal to me. We don't have any other place. This place, everybody die. Hey, to work. They want here. Come get away, Senator. Monkey. I feel you are peaceful. Very peaceful. Any day we get violence. You people yourself, yeah.
There woman say we don't give any threat here on the Biafra. We have passed that situation. We don't give any threat. Action speaks louder than voice. So we are not joking here or entertainment. We are not doing entertainment work or every time giving threats. No. So that people will be clapping. No. But we do the rating, please. That's what our brother, you should take note of that. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Welcome to the program. I'm trying to pick calls on Signal. I don't know why it's not coming out. I don't know why. It's ringing, but it's not coming out. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Please go on. Welcome to the program. There we go.
I greet you, Chineke. Can you hear me very well? Can you hear me?
Mazi, go on. The whole world is hearing you. Go on, please.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. I greet you, my fellow good people of Biafra all over the world. And I also greet all the lovers of freedom, people of goodwill. Mazi, Jonathan Chinedu, what is happening in that evil contraction called Nigeria today is injustice in highest order. That artificial creation that the British created because of their selfishness, they know that Nigeria is an evil contraction. British know. If British have good interest where Nigeria is, British forbid Nigeria to look like United Kingdom. But no. That place, that horrible place called Nigeria is just like, it's a business center for the criminals. Nigeria is a business center for the criminals. They don't have any interest for humanity. Everything concerning Nigeria is injustice in highest order. And we great Biafrans, we are not going to continue in this way. We are not going to continue in this way. We take our destiny into our hand. We will take our destiny into our hand. As you have said, already said before that we have prayed. We have gone for in our own native. We have do everything concerning spiritual something to tell our people that this earth is being controlled by a human. That is the reality of life. The reality of this world is that this world is being controlled by human. You must rise up to take your destiny into your hand. Nobody, no any spirit is in somewhere that will deliver you unless if you rise on your feet and deliver yourself. And that is the stage that we are today now. That is why every Biafrans must buckle up. Every Biafrans. Whether church people, whether business people, everybody must buckle up now. So that we can be able to deliver ourselves from that evil contraction called Nigeria. Because with Nigeria, you will never survive as a human being. You will never survive. Death is waiting for you in all ratification in that evil contraction called Nigeria. That evil contraction called Nigeria, a soldier is a kidnapper, police is a kidnapper, DSS is a kidnapper. The so-called security agents there is a kidnapper. Even the politicians themselves is a sponsoring of kidnapper. What faith, what hope do you have there? There is no hope in that evil contraction called Nigeria. Now, I want to use this opportunity to thank the leadership of this struggle, from our HOD to our DOS. I want to thank all the great IPOB Umuchinek all over the world. And also I want to thank our ESN for our patience. Now we have done everything that we're supposed to do. We have done everything that we're supposed to do. And we have already created the awareness to the hearing of the whole world. And now, no anybody is going to blame us on action that we are going to take. Because we must deliver ourselves. We must do everything possible to liberate ourselves from that evil contraction called Nigeria, Mazi, Jonathan, Chinedu. We are ready for anything that we must do to deliver ourselves. We are 100% ready, Mazi, Jonathan, Chinedu. Thank you, Chineke, for your good work. Let us continue. We must be free. And our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, must be free. Let's support USN. Let us support our gallant men to protect our land from the hand of our enemy. Let us support our gallant men in the bush to protect our land. Thank you, Mazi. I remain Mazi Mili Malugo from United Arab Emirates. Thank you. Thank you, Wachineke.
There were Mazi. Thank you. Let me see. Caller on direct line. Can you hear me? Caller on signal. Can you hear me? Caller on signal. Can you hear me? My goodness me. Caller on signal. Can you hear me? Caller on signal.
Yes, Mazi, we have seen what happened. But nevertheless, we are not going back. Neither are we retreating. No surrender. We can never fall down. And we can never fall back. Mazi, what happened yesterday was a shock. But it's not a surprise. Because that's what we are expecting. Because I have already retweeted and also write on my own platform, holding our leader is a great consequence. Leaving our leader is also a kudos to us. And they know. And my own view this night to our genuine IPOB families, that never you to backslide, never you to show any weak points. Be strong, because the journey ahead is more interesting. And also, I thank our HODs for the patience so far. In fact, and I stand by you people. Whatever is the decision that you people is going to take tomorrow or next tomorrow or 100 years to come, we are strongly behind you people. We are proud of you people. Mazi, this thing, remember me when my father was telling me what happened during the war. It's only our internal leader Juku that sponsored the war. Mazi, bring it to this our own time where we have these great men. In fact, I'm happy with them. I'm proud of you people. You people have tried. But what I want to say, whatever is any decision that we want to take towards this inadequate character of zoo, jungle, and the lawless country called zoology and construction called Nigeria, the intensifying must also be seen. Because Nigeria is no man's country. It's a country where you can come and thief, come and steal, come and do whatever you like. Because they can never obey the court order. Mazi, yesterday, you can never come and tell me that I want to go back to yesterday. It's impossible. In our own local dialect, you can never go back to yesterday. Rather, you will not be going forward. Telling us to go back to yesterday. I don't know whether, in fact, I say that if I see my person or my brother or my sister that will come up or will come tomorrow tell me that is going to read law in this zoo country, I will kill that person. I will scatter that person, because for you to read law in this zoo, Zoology Republic, is a waste of time and the energy and the money. But you can never fall back. We must move forward, whether good or bad, and Biafra must be restored. I thank God. I thank our ESM. You people are making us proud. We are strongly behind you people. Mazi, no going back. until we get what we want, whether good or bad. Thank you from here, Mazi. I sign out. May God bless you.
There were,
Good
and
night.
you too.
Good
Lord
night.
Rege, thank you very much. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, please go on. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program. Mazi, caller on WhatsApp, please. The platform is yours. Can you hear me? Please go on.
Hello, Mazi.
Mazi, go on, please. I'm waiting for you. Go on, please.
Okay, thank you, Mazi. Yeah, thank you, Mazi. I want to. You see, Mazi, what happened yesterday in court? What happened yesterday is a shame. This is a clear injustice, very clear injustice, because these people clearly stated the wrongdoing of federal government. Well, in the one hand, you said that the house was invaded. This is a man that just survived assassinate in his house. This is a man that is kidnapped, and you clearly stated that the federal government is wrong by kidnapping him. And in your judgment, you now say that because of all this evil that happened, even all this evil meted against him, then you now exonerate the federal government by saying that they should they should start beginning. As in, after stating the wrongdoing of federal government, instead of you now to deliver the judgment on what the evil they do, he now revised and said because that all this doesn't work for him to be free. Therefore, so he must start. He should start his. He must stand his. He must start the judgment.
The trial, the formal
from
trial.
afresh. Now, what I want to say is, you see, because we have saying this always, that this what Nigeria is doing, they are violating our industrial rights, and we're happy with that. We cannot accept that judgment because this is a clear injustice in our eyes. This is a clear injustice. Everybody sees this. It don't tell us how can you see how can you analyze all this evil and again say this man will not be free. So that means you now legalize, you now agree, you now legalize the injustice, the illegal action of federal government. You legalize it. But you are a legal practitioner. So Nigerian justice now have become illegal practitioners. Before the world, you legalize an illegal in the court. How can you just say that? How can you see, this is an illegal action, and you legalize it in the court before the world? So this thing, we cannot accept this. They must know that we cannot accept that judgment. We cannot accept that this very judgment. We cannot accept it. And again, what all the security agencies is doing in our land, like what Chinedu was said the other day about the road, the amount in the road we should avoid in our land. I want to say that we should not avoid those roads. These people must leave our land. Those the security agents, they must leave our land for us. We can't run away from our land now. So if we avoid our road, then whose road we want to follow? They should leave our land. And now we want to make it clear: if they don't want to leave our land, Anything they see in that leadership, when they will take it. Because we can't run away. We can't run away in our land because of people. No, that is our land for us. They should go there. They should go back to their land and manage their land. They leave our land for us. We can't push us away from our land. No, we must use that. We must use our road. We must use that road. And the only thing that happens on that road, it will be eyes to eyes. If they do anyhow, we give them anyhow in that checkpoint too. So we can continue running away. We can continue. We can continue leaving these people to do anyhow in our no. We can't give them the chance to do anyhow in our land. No, it can. That thing must stop. Our road is for us, not for them. We can't run away from our land. No. This thing, you know, our leader condition is not good for us. Nigeria must understand this, and they must understand also that holding our leader means you're holding every one of us. He's not holding him there, means that you're holding every Biafran. They must understand this. They must understand that this man is a leader of 17 million people. I said 17 million people he represents there. So they must know that as they're holding him there, they're holding about 17 million people there, inside there. And they must be ready to anything that will follow up. Since they don't want to do, since they always want anarchy, they don't want to do the right thing, and they're inviting anarchy. If anarchy comes, everybody should be ready to embrace it. Even those are leaders from the south, from the east, all those call themselves the leaders. All those people that parading themselves as politicians. They must be ready also. All of them that brought money, all of them that brought money to keep our in sale. All of them must be ready. They must be ready to answer anytime it happens. And if anything should start, they must not blame anybody because they invite it. We have been saying it in quiet manner, with appealing, but now we have. I said, you know, our like our HOD said, our patients run out on 15 December. So from now onward, anything can happen, and anything that happens, they must accept it that way. Mas, thank you.
There were. Thank you, Mazi. We are not threatening, but we are saying it as it is. That's the reality. Caller on signal. Can you hear me? Caller on signal.
There's watching it. One them okay. Mazi, I don't know. I'm hearing my voice. Is it how it's supposed to be? Na ndị dibịa gburu ndị na-agwọ ya ọgwụ na ndị na-eme ya nsị akadịkwa ndụ. Mazi, the drunken judgment from the Supreme Court, it is never a surprise to us. And I want to tell Biafrans that we should go back on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, broadcast in the past. If you listen to most of all those broadcasts, nothing will come to you as a surprise. Ihe anyị ji aka kọtụ wụ maka asị na nnụnụ egbe buru na nye o ji etitere ọtịrị ahụ ka egbe ha ya ka ọ kọwa n'olu olu ya. All of these things was what our leader said. And I'm telling you that presently, with what is happening in the zoo and what the zoo have been doing to us, they have made somebody like me to lock as an abachigomobimu tufuoki. So I don't think what they are doing, it is blessing in disguise, because they are giving me more reason, you know, to follow up the leadership. And I want to tell people that whatever our dear DOS said is fine now. We should learn how to live, and we should try to hold our anger. As we are here, we have people that we are looking up to. And this is almost 13 years of, this agitation. If it's that the already born Okainaba, we wouldn't have been here. So I'm telling people that the future is over bright, because what will befall every one of us will be the outcome of what the zoo will do. And it seems like they are not looking at the zoo properly. The zoo is like a drunken man. Their illegality, their, everything about them, they have gotten haywire. Even they have loaned themselves, they have borrowed, and, the zoo is on the floor now. So, as before I Mazi, I want to thank every one of us, and I pray that people should hold fast. And one of the people that we should be mindful of is we ourselves, because there are utterances that most of us do make. It is not for somebody like me, because I already know more Abugishi, and I know there are millions of my type. But there are people that feeble-minded, and that are just coming up. So if you don't understand, take your time. You will see the handwriting in the wall. As they ask him, don't you go to reggae? And no distance time. Thank you so much.
Caller on WhatsApp. Welcome to the program. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Mazi Carlo, not you. Just hold on. I'll come to you. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me?
Good evening, Mazi. Thank you very much for answering my call. Mazi, I want you to get the money check each other. Saying he because I'm not with the Chineke, and you know, when you only met on a faith, Nigeria and Mozambique, I'm not going to hear him in Mozambique here. Mazi, you know, good at now. I want that, on that, get there. Maybe said the country joke. Mas watch ya Nigeria any balance. Ejine bonye area. Emergency. Since Nigeria and Dutch Habara ha change it to EJ Busos also. But Mas now this Mozambique all the difficulty go ahụ onye shina ambulance. Ebos him can win them onye uzrebu ebu. Odiho demenga. Mbolin win also so na or no governor with the president of the gafete. You don't have council naga, win. You don't have a representative. You don't know yourself na gafese. Thank you for moto agaba. Yenda only know cha ndi guy muta rubbish. Mutarobish a sense ebonaga or before the I my okay man sense I after everything I would high now that I blood now because your governor my state you share the system I walk with the like motu in the kunga now name Nigeria and Mumba here was going to lead the was not the car when they buy here on your phone now Jim cannot where she weep against it Mason and down the kereba I get it perhaps one on you say I get a crap when you see on the kerebam cow I'm a match him you like him Well, one edition, I had money win the election, back an area, and what do you money, what do you what do you tell me? What do you care if I have not care small from Cooper call? I bet you okay, Joe, all I hope is the most than that catch Queen in come on, I've been on a banquet. Oh, we hand out, chow, we are in a queen hand, I never had what the hand for that, how we can no go more. But I join you, having a wedding hand down, I got to cook a happy at Kuchuga, maybe and what I'm on. I happen to be my hair game. He has young up the room to me and hair game. All that sense, majority in India. You push on it today. Action I game make on his side. Aramana, I get you one, make a bag and maybe. Monodi Kiga Bangini, he got Yak and a black. One did you son, Hannah and this night. One the lawyer, on her got blood. One day could no na buy, one don't question, no blood, many military, many meeting na blood no pa na te ga-esi mee ka onye isi ya pụta because afọ got ihe a na-eme na nkwara mpere na dia ya na ma ga ihe ga-eme ka anyị si na amịgara riot anyị riot na emetu 3 days ike agwa anyị lakpo mana ha ga-achị plan ga-adị mma mee ka ihe anyị ga-eme ihe anyị ga-eme weekend Nigeria weekend afọ ndị Igbo anyị bụ ndị uche ahụ gosi na asị na asị anyị ma ahụ ahapụ ike tọrọ ike nyere aha na akịshi okpu ndị nyere aha ya bụ ndị gọvanọ anyị ndị nchiri anya ndị na-nchere anya bụ ndị nyere aha ndị mma na ndị isi ga-apụta apụta ndị ga ma bụ ikpe ekpere ekpeta dị ha asị mba na ikpe ekpeta dị ha kpochiri na ha ga-eweta ha na ha ga-abịa ha asị mbụla gị ha ga-eweta ha na ihe richard mana ha gidere bikọs aka ha nọ n'ime ihe anyị ga-eme ka anyị weekend a complete so that ihe anyị ga-eme nwe echi bikọs ime ha ndị a weekend a ebe echinyere egide ha ga-agbachi ha olu a ga-agbachibe ha olu nwanne nwedị ha ga-ekwu na onye isi anyị a ga-asị na a ga-ahapụ ha sị na biko na ihe ụlọ ga-ahapụga ndị market na-azụ ahịa hapụga ndị na-eme biznes ha hapụga ndị nne na nna ya hapụga maka anyị weekend ndị a si na ha wụ na isi ahụ kwaba okpu nọ na Igbo land na ha kwesịrị ikwu okwu agaghị ekwu bikọs onye mmụ ya ọ nwere onye isi ekwu bifo si na nna gị mgbe mbọ nna gị nna gị ebe oge na-aga n'ime ọhịa nna gị na-ebute ụzọ na-ahọchapụ osisi gị na-agbuchi osisi n'ụzọ gị na-esi na-asị na-aga ndị na ha na-emekọ ihe bụ ndị nna anyị na ndị kwesịrị ọnụ uru na ndị eze na ndị ọzọ na ndị nta ndị Igbo nwere ka ọnụ uru na-ekwu gosi ikwu ụka ha gba nkịtị a na-ekwupịa ya anya a na-ara ya akara anya a na-eme aka ya dị iche iche ha na-eme isi ka ijere anwụ nwanne anyị ga-ebute na ndị a na-agide ndị a gbe ha ka nga egbere aka dị ha amaghị amadị na ihe a na-eme ihe agwọ ọbụla n'aka aka kọla Amerịka agaghị ablọd na ihe kacha bụ ha aja aga ablọd nna ji akwachi na obi n'ụlọ na ablọd ọ na Amerịka ebe ọ na ha ada ahụ egbu ya kara ka isi kpọ odi ekpụ ka hapụ ihe onye ọma na Amerịka ndị Amerịka hapụ ya na-eme wetewutere ihe na-eme unu ga obi na ụnụ nwe ebe ọkpa nkịta na-aga gwi na aka anya na dis ofu onye gwe aka na ya aga kọt ya sịrị ji gwe aka na onye wuru jakịrịba dị ga na ịga
Mazi, can you hear me? Ima ihe ikwuru now. Ima ndị be anyị adịbado so radical, honestly speaking. Ihe anyị ka na igbo ọnụ. Ịgwa gị eziokwu. Ima ihe eji asọ ndị Arabo, eji asọ ha asọ. You know, the way you love your life is the way they control their life to get something. On their decision, they are na asị na agwara ha. No. One individual, when he take a decision, many things, even if one he doesn't care, you know, oh he just so hassle. He could now. Obiano no na gare, you know, they won't cut. Even I got one debate. On I got one meme now. Yeah, Ndibo, Mr. of Ndibo, meme Ndibo na America. And when you take that decision, I love life, and we continue losing it. When you love your life, you lose it. And somebody, and when you want that mindset, the courage, let me come sacrifice all my life, can make something. So that go send here we send the signal to other people. In all one of them, na target here, na target. Or can the DOS be asking? Oh, no, you are personal. This is why we suffer, because we love our lives. So we lose it. They are not pushing like how people of action. They don't need somebody to tell them. Oh, they have to phone them, you know, and not the whole job. And then with it. Mandi boy ga honye ga now. Ya power kwa ni iga hokwa. Oh, when you kuchara yoga menka ya pushing ala pokwa buruburu. Hey, I want buruburu. Keto kwe kenye kwe kasi, you know. Again, how that we never start. Mazi, go on. Why we know.
I could me last week, Greg. I'm going from Obodo Mozambique and Ampula province na ShopRite. The man yem ka jubukwe ma tono onye ka jubukwe ma target ko nye ba na shop na-ele ka mara ma onye okwu ya dị ka ọ dị nkwa onye otu tasika potigishins ma jubuka tas potigish mana gị nwoke a enwedị ndị hapụ jubukwe ihe na-achọ ịgba n'ọwụ ya nna m nkachikọta na-asị David even mana mo gashi yes ma mo gashi na ọwụ ya rehime nwanne ihe si na ọwụ ya ngwu ya kara ya nwere aka m na-aba mụrụ kpọchicha ya niile ngwọ ya gwọ so ọtọkụta nwa ihe mmanụ ụwa akpụrụ m ga na kọtụ Mozambique aga machi Mozambique dịkwa ihe onye emere kwaịsị nga ikole afọ 5 afọ 10 nga ikole mpụta And when you was angry, I saw somebody I can't do watching on Mozambique. And when I get boom. I see Pote, Hanyo says, I said, you may, by the Kuya, Yadon, his young uncle, but no, the guy, Rico, say, guy, why, woman, and the Danga, niggas, not Babacala. No way, I catch Ninja, who are not happy with your mother, because no man, the bad guy, yeah, happy, and make sure, Danga, nigga. Okay, who stayed here? One day, I'm not going to get another this is strong again with Rubia. One day, when they buy Jazaka. In a love in the game, I need to go to the guy put on doors because of non over the gathering kitchen off on the game. Came on the man, only I want us to move one day was such, then they won't want to last day. Oh, Monaco. All the one would have remembrance. One day, the guy before him, they go, which caused that man. Nothing to have you shown. In another economy, I know that Josina, in our house, some other machine, no, we sure no from the happen. If you do what these people are doing, in Gamwan, about the way I should check you, have was settlement and before. And then, no patra, or gala, okay, American justice. He got the money. Boy, I know who's America, without who's a log, I don't know which I know, or without who's a young man, or without one human I better walk, walking in good kid. Money rent, America money rent down who's over the heads all the other one. All the number one all the other one. Because Mazi, I'm going to call him no big. My brother, thank you very much for him.
I'll see your jog at Dibo. Kobuonye onye obodo. You know, yeah, the question I used to ask. And when an Igbo politician, any of us may attack in the diaspora, may know you have a vicious attack. And when, but you know, we are not radical. I had that type of radical. That state of radicalism that is needed to fight, really fight for what we want. I am telling you. Forget we love our life and we continue losing it. We continue suffering and losing it. Only one IPOB comrade. With this courage, you know, in Okorocha. Have you forgotten? Anyway, our attack. I get it to the extent. Due to even mmadụ nwere ike ishi ikwu maka maybe an Igbo politician bịara in one part of Canada or by flight she maybe British Columbia gawa Ontario gawa ina ede ya na ọ na o nwetara onwekwa onye ọ na-agwa ihe awụ wolf attack wolf ọ bụrụ na ka ime no so ya nwa decide Orodia ome ihe ọhụ the person ome ihe ọ na-eme ọgba na newspaper ọgba na ebo ya na news CNN even buo ya ọ na-ekwule ihe yomle that time ka a ga-amata nna ndị a nwekwe na another destiny mana a ga-ahụcha ha bịacha nọrọ na a ga-anọ na meeting na town hall meeting any place in diaspora na-ekwu ifuna ehekwa ndị wa na ọ na-ewe ha lee onye nke Obiano a na-eto he didn't shake Obiano wanted to shake him he shunned him ya won no to shiri me why not you were ofu man Obiano ga no there he were ofu igwu like Mazi kwuru were mkpocha aka abụọ gwuo ya n'anya pịa make o sure that ọ bara ime yorokpo ya data anya at least a boy on the news. Man, I know I hokwa even about try get it from the person. Contact. Now the radicalism he never reach. Kafro. Mazi, Carlo, please. There I've kept you long. Unmute yourself, Mazi Carlo. Can you hear me, Mazi Carlo? Please go on.
Yes, I can hear you, Mazi Jonathan. Thank you so much for having me this evening or this morning from here. My name remains Mazi Carlo Agu Oburanwa. and I'm from Akano, Ohofia, Omaya province of Biafra land. And I'm here in Malaysia, IPOB Malaysia, serving the indigenous people of Biafra as IPOB National Secretary. Mazi Jonathan, what happens at the Supreme Court of Nigeria is what we had expected. We are not surprised. Any genuine IPOB family member all over the world knows that Nigeria will always do this. And our leader himself, who is inside the solitary confinement going to 3 years now, without having committed any crime, he knows this thing. Before he left, he told us things we should do. And he said things that every IPOB family member understands. Now, we are marching towards another stage of the struggle. This struggle needs discipline. It needs adherence to the leadership of this movement, because what we are doing is not a joke. This is a matter of life and death. Omunando. Do you know that there are so many people on Facebook ranting, oh, this is time to do this. What we want to do, we will do it. Just like you said, lone wolf. That is how things are done. It is not everything will come on social media, will be talking, come on radio, will be giving threats. That is not what we need now. What we need now is concerted action. Whatever you know that you can do, that you have the capacity to do, you don't need to be announcing it. Do it, let the results come out. Then the result will expose what you have done. Now, in this Supreme Court judgment, they did it in order to continue to see if we will be able to succumb to the trap that they have set for us. What we are doing should be in our mind, and we must follow our leadership. Our leadership gave instructions some months ago for us to change our profile picture to the official IPOB Free Nnamdi Kanu picture. But so many people ignore that. But they don't understand the implication or the reasons or the sense behind that idea. How do you go to war with people that are indisciplined? You will not achieve anything. So that is why we ask people to join the movement, so that you know the ethics and know the direction that the leadership is taking us. We follow it and get to our final destination, which is Biafra. They know that they have nothing to present before the international community concerning the injustice that the indigenous people of Biafra is passing through in Nigeria. Therefore, we should not act out of emotions, because when we use emotions, sometimes we may be right. But due to our emotional actions, we will appear before the world as if we are the wrong people. Therefore, my point is that we must follow the leadership. We must not act out of emotion. We must not come out talking, saying what we want to do. If we want to do something, do it before, let the results tell us. That is my stand on this. Now I want to bring to the notice of IPOB Malaysia, IPOB One Family, IPOB the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB in Malaysia. We are having our Thanksgiving Day for 2023 on the 24th day of December 2023 in Kuala Lumpur, and we invite every Biafra, not only IPOB family members, even the lovers of freedom who are Nigerian. We are inviting you to join our Thanksgiving meeting, where we will be supporting our ESN, the Eastern Security Network. This Eastern Security Network is a vigilante outfit that is formed to protect our bushes and farmlands, because the Fulani, they deployed the terrorist Fulani using their cattle in disguise to occupy our bushes, preventing our farmers from going to farms, preventing our crops from being harvested, because they use their cattle to eat up all our farm produce. That is why ESN was formed as a child of necessity. And unfortunately, this year, the December of 2023, ESN is celebrating the third year anniversary of its formation. Therefore, we invite you to come and donate and donate from your heart for Biafra to be protected, because our land has been under occupation. Nigeria is a colonial creation. We do not consent to the creation of Nigeria. Our land has been occupied and the resources have been exploited, while our youths are being chased away with government policies. We all know that the Nigerian state has had what they call the policy of Operation Safe Haven, whereby the government use Nigeria's money to train terrorists, calling them repentant terrorists, and thereafter they deploy them into the Nigerian security forces. All these security forces, they are in police, they are in the army, they are in the civil defense and other security forces. They are deployed in the eastern part of Nigeria to extort our people. There are military checkpoints, police checkpoints, civil defense checkpoints everywhere, extorting from our people. There is no presence of the federal government in Nigeria. We do not have 24 hours uninterrupted electricity in our land. We do not have seaport, even though the Atlantic Ocean surrounds our land. We do not have even the presence of international missions in our place. That is why if you want to travel abroad, we must go to Lagos, we must go to Abuja, driving through the risk of the road. There is no road in Nigeria, and the terrorists, kidnappers are all over the road. We have to travel to Lagos, we have to travel to Abuja. Before we take international flight, we must go to Abuja, we must go to Lagos. All this injustice, you cannot reverse it, that all these amenities, social amenities are in Biafra land, that other Nigerians will have to come to Calabar, we have to come to Aba before they do their businesses. That is the injustice that IPOB, the indigenous people of Biafra, is fighting against. Therefore, it concerns you. It concerns myself, not only for IPOB. That is why we are calling you in Malaysia. We know our situation all over the world, not only in Malaysia, all over the world. That is why we must take our destiny into our hands by contributing toward the support for ESN, Eastern Security Network, to protect our land from these terrorists, to protect our farmers, to protect our farm produce, to protect our women that are being raped in their farmland. These are the things, the reasons why we agitate for self-determination to be free. Therefore, join us on the 24th day of December 2023 in Kuala Lumpur for us to support the ESN and donate generously toward that successful vigilante. Therefore, the number to call for directives or for direction is 011 36 85 8454. The number is 011 36 85 8454. Thank you so much, Mazi Wachineke. Mazi Jonathan. And I stand by. Thank you.
We must continue as we are heading towards the end of the program. Caller on, let me see, caller on signal. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program.
Yes, Maz, good evening.
There, Mazi, what you may see, I think.
Yes, sir. Good evening. All over the world, my name is Wisdom. Wisdom from Ohaji province, Biafra land. As yesterday, what transpired between Supreme Court and our, I want to tell Biafra, from this night, seeing that the former minister, that is where my anger. The man, let me read it. They, Economic Minister.
From your side.
Yes, it is the image of that the eyes of uses ideology.
Mazi, are you using earpiece, please? Your voice is coming and ceasing, coming and going, please.
Can you hear me, Mazi?
You are an old caller. Why must I shout don't use earphone every time? Is it normal?
No.
Is it normal?
No, I'm not using earphone, it's on loudspeaker.
Okay, go on,
it's yes.
Okay, go on.
So yes, what I'm saying is that what this man said, there's a play he called that all the European countries should unite. And this night, I want to let Biafrans know that if the Europeans are uniting, they are not uniting because of Niger, neither Burkina Faso, but they are uniting to come to Nigeria, which is Biafra land. And I'm asking Biafra, can we allow these people to unite and come to Biafra land and kill us? Remember that in 1960 to 1967, these people, they united with all the whole world, both the Arab and all of them, they came down to Biafra land and they didn't kill all of us. Is it now that at least we have educated some of the countries and they understand our polite that these people will come and wipe us out? The answer is no. So I'm also calling on our Africans, as the Europeans are uniting to come back to Africa because of their colony. Let us unite, all the African countries. Let us unite and wait for Europeans. If they are going for the Niger, let's meet them in Niger. If they are coming to Burkina Faso, let's meet them in Burkina Faso. If they are coming to Nigeria, let's meet them there. Here is our land. Africa is our land. We are not fighting for what is in France. So what we are fighting is what is in Biafra land and the land of Africa. So if they will unite in the whole Europeans to fight us, we will also unite the whole of Africa to wait for them and destroy them, because they can never win us in our land. So Biafrans, we should unite this night and wait for these people. And also, I want to make this thing clear. Nobody should come to Radio Biafra to threat anybody. If you know what to do, go and do it secretly. 2020 answers, I really learned a lesson from that answers. Nobody should threat anybody. Whatever thing you want to do, we should do it, accordingly, and do it secretly, and nobody should know. If these people, the heat is too much in Biafra land, they will run away. Because now we understand that the problem we have is our elders, some of the elders, and some of the politicians, and we are going to give them the heat in Biafra land. But if anybody wants to do whatever you want to do, please do it secretly. Don't come to Radio Biafra and say, I want to do this person. No, Nana is not the time for that. Our HOD and DOA, they should strategize and tell us the way forward. We don't have any back to go, because there is no back already going. What we are fighting is Biafra, and Biafra must be restored, because Biafra land belongs to us. Thank you, Mazi. May Chukwu come and bless you. I sign off from here. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Caller on WhatsApp, people. Chineke. Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp. You'll be the last caller. Please, can you lower your device? Caller on WhatsApp, please. You are the last caller. Please go on, please.
Jonathan, I greet you. My name is Onyedikachi Joseph Biafra. You can find Onyedikachi Joseph Biafra in TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, and then other media. And then Mazi, we Biafrans can never speed out and leak our speed back. We are the ancient people, the beginning of this earth. Mazi, we don't believe in Nigerian way of, delaying our destiny. If you are in freedom fighting today, you don't notice or know the moves of Nigerian terrorist government, the way they slow our movement, then you have never started. Mazi, we Biafrans, freedom is not given. but taken. And then that was why it is written in the book of Ndidi. Akwụkwọ nsọ, a forbidden book. Nsọ is if forbidden. One you know nsọ, forbidden. Nna na say for nsọ forbidden. Holy wu aso Virgin Mary di aso fondo na Roman Catholic. Virgin Mary di aso yowaru na ayo. Oyo fedo aso. None have forbid go that paper. Boy, if they are so fedo on purity. And then Mazi, my brother, we Biafrans must get our land restored. We have, diplomatic way. We have done it to the end. We have done all we could to do as a human being. Mazi, it is time for us to fight for our freedom. It is time for us to step a foot, to ask for our freedom, to demand our freedom, to take our freedom. Mazi, it is this time, never after this time. Mazi, we have no any other life without Biafra. So anybody out there here now elders. We have no elders anymore. The Biafrans, the IPOB are the elders. The IPOB are the freedom fighters. The IPOB are the indigenous people of the land. The people who owns that land. Mazi, we are dying in millions. We are dying we are dying everywhere. Mazi, there's no place that we call our home, even outside, even Obodo Yibo or home. We have no place. It is time for us to guide, to take our destiny by our own hands. Mazi, there's nothing to think about. We have no jurisdiction anymore. They have confirmed it by themselves in that Supreme Court that they have done injustice to the Biafrans and to the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by extraordinary rendition him from Kenya to Nigeria, and by going to the house after the 2017, more than 28 people in the house of Onyendu 2007 after they released him 2017 on bail, and then they are trying to delay back, referring us to back the same thing they did in the 1960 to 1964 Aburi Accord, and then Ojukwu said we believe in Aburi Accord. Now we don't believe in Supreme Court judgment. We believe in appeal court. Onyendu was discharged and acquitted, and never to judge in Nigeria and in any way, in any court of judgment in the world. Mazi, the people we are asking for our freedom from their hand are the people holding us down. Mazi, it is time for us to take our freedom by ourselves. I don't have anybody anymore. We are not living. We are not living anymore. If I'm not going here, I don't know you outside. And so many Biafrans outside, living in cold outside, no shelter, nothing. But then our land itself is not even nowhere to go. And then we are suffering everywhere in the world. We have protested. If when there might be she flying, and wherever Nigeria flying, we have protested. We have done everything that the world should listen to us and grant our wish. But where are the world? Where are the United Nations? Where are the United Nations that have ruled that the Nigerian government have done us injustice? Where are them now? Mazi, it is time for us to take our destiny by our own hands. After this time, I'm already a dead man. My spirit is no more living. All time I by force. The kingdom of God survived by the violent people take it by force. We must take our land. Our land. We are not begging. We are not begging for other people's land. We want to restore our land, and then there's nothing anybody can do about it. And anybody that will take us back, I don't care. Nna m nwụrụ n'agha. Nna m wee ebe o jere igbu akwụ n'elu ka ọ nọ ego ya eji wee jee sụpọtụ ụwa siri ike na ọ dị ada nwụọ amadụ na ọ nwụrụ after 24 hours eje bute ya n'ozu. And then the struggle continue. You know, so if I that's why sometimes we must fight this freedom. I'm not listening anymore. I will be honored to fight for this freedom, bone to bone, war to war, gun to gun. This Biafra. Well, after this Biafra, then we'll have life. We are no more living anymore. We are suffering. We are suffering everywhere in the world. We are suffering. People are dying. People are dying. Men are dying. Let's get this freedom and then be free for once. May God bless you. I'm even as I'm speaking to you, I am live. I am live in all my media, speaking to you right now. You know, everywhere. It's my job. And then I'm urging every Biafran, born Biafran man, you must be in media, Twitter, everywhere. Be live. Speak the gospel. Educate people on what is happening on your land, not what is happening in Israel or every other motherfucking way. Speak to the people, let them understand what is happening on your land.
Mazi.
God bless you guys.
Thank you very much. And you are the last caller, please. Before I call it a quit, I want to read IPOB press release of today, being the 16th of December 2023. IPOB press release. Biased judgment of the Supreme Court of Nigeria against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has eroded hope in the rule of law in Nigeria. That is by IPOB, written by IPOB. The global family and the movement of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, worldwide condemn the questionable Supreme Court judgment against our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for the Supreme Court to move the case due for judgment back to a lower court is a scripted comedy kit to delay and deny Mazi Nnamdi Kanu justice. IPOB worldwide is notifying the international community that if any breakdown of order happens in Nigeria this period, the Nigeria Supreme Court justices should be held responsible. It is unfortunate that the Supreme Court justice or Supreme Court justices have turned themselves into a tool of oppression for the oppressors. The biased and teleguided Supreme Court judgment against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shows that Supreme Court justices are colluding with the Nigerian government to perpetuate injustice against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB. For the Nigerian Supreme Court to set aside the appeal court judgment that discharged and acquitted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu based on extraordinary rendition shows they are compromised. How can these Supreme Court justices indirectly justify and endorse international kidnapping and extraordinary rendition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu while pronouncing condemnation against the same act? Is Nigeria Supreme Court wired to operate outside the international laws that frown on extraordinary rendition? Or did the Supreme Court justices just speak from both sides of their mouths? President Tinubu has demonstrated that he is pursuing an ethnic cleansing agenda against Ndibo. Ndibo should know that Tinubu and his Islamic jihadists from the north want to destroy Alibo with tacit support from some Igbo useless stooges and saboteurs in our land. His government and the APC political party are behind the demolition of Ndibo properties in Lagos, the insecurity going on in Alibo. Tinubu's government intends to escalate the insecurity with with this compromised Supreme Court judgment? Will any Igbo person be told that this Tinubu government has come to continue the ethnic cleansing, annihilation, and destruction against Ndi Igbo that the Fulani government started under the dead Buhari? We assure them that they will not succeed. We wish to let some of their youthful idiots from the eastern region who contributed money to buy the conscience of the gullible Supreme Court justices that we have uncovered your deals. We have been reliably informed that your money was used to influence the Supreme Court justices to deliver questionable judgments in order to keep Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in an indefinite detention. The below-named traitors contributed money to bribe the Supreme Court justices to murder justice and to further detain Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Number one of those are Governor Nwifuru of Ebonyi State gave 10 billion naira. Number two, Governor Peter Mba of Enugu State gave 10 billion naira. The money from the two governors above was given through His Royal Highness or His Royal Majesty Igwe Ambassador Lawrence Agubuzu, Chairman Southeast and Enugu Traditional Rulers. Number three, Sir Emeka Ofo gave 2 billion naira through Chairman College of Igbo Bishops, Archbishops Chukwuma of Enugu, Archbishop Chukwuma of Enugu Anglican Diocese. Archbishop Chibuzo Opoko, Secretary Igbo College of Igbo Bishops, was a witness to this deal. Number four, Ato Eze gave 3 billion naira. Number five, Rochas Okorocha gave 2 billion naira. Number six, Nyeso Muike gave 10 billion naira. Others were Dr. Sam Onyishi and Chief Ifani Odei from Ebonyi State. The persons mentioned above were part of those behind the continuous illegal detention of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is time for all patriotic Biafrans to unite so that we rescue ourselves from the vicious political criminals in the damnable country called Nigeria, or be doomed forever. Whatever happens in and within Nigeria going forward should be blamed on the compromised Supreme Court justices, Igbo traitors, and Tinubu's government agenda against Ndi Igbo. This set of animalistic beings have murdered the rule of law and the justice system in Nigeria. The Nigerian Supreme Court has put the nail on the coffin of the rule of law and the justice system. The rhetoric of the judiciary is the last hope that the common man is dead and buried in Nigeria. Let me come again. The Supreme Court has put nail on the coffin of the rule of law and the justice system. The rhetoric of the judiciary is the last hope that the common man is dead and buried in Nigeria. The remaining confidence left in the rule of law in Nigeria is completely eroded. Nigeria is irredeemable and gone forever. Comrade Emma Powerful, Media and Publicity Secretary for IPOB. These are the people that contributed to what we saw yesterday. You know, enemies within are more dangerous. That is the thing. And that is why they must be held accountable. If there is complete breakdown of law and order in Nigeria and particularly in Biafra land, this is where I'm going to leave it. For those of you that are romancing whenever you see any politician visit your country of abode, think twice. It is time for wolf attack. You don't need to tell anybody. Only your action will speak louder than everything. That is why I hate now somebody coming to warn and to give, like one of Mazi that used to do. I hate that activity. I hate that with all my strength. Warning, right from 2 years now, more than. The warning. If that, please, I hate it. Anything you want to do, you know, we should engage the system. Honestly speaking, we love our life and we are losing it. But when we start hating our life, now we start having it. That is the thing. It's a deep saying. It's a deep saying. So this is where I'm going to stop. Biafra is all we have. It's our identity, is our ideology, is our religion. We have nothing else more than Biafra. Therefore, the time has come for us to continue with our mental toughness. That is it. It's no more doing content creation. I will do. No. The time has come for, high calculative actions from our side. Therefore, from me, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, from here, it is simply good evening.
The land of the rising sun is a home of hope of the Biafrans.